I hate how when I walked outside today, I was like, a little balmy. It's like 47. There's nothing Midwesterners love more than like stating the current temperature, but saying along with it, but it feels more like, and throwing around terms like wind chill, lake effect, usually some horrific story about a ice fishing accident involving their pawpaw. Can't believe I've moved back to Wisconsin voluntarily. I'm originally from Kentucky, and that's a joke in itself, but when I moved here, when I was younger, I had a new classmate ask me, he's like, yeah, did they have electricity in Kentucky? What a dumb question. What an asinine question. Of course we had electricity. If a gust of wind hit our water well attached to our log cabin hard enough, and the good Lord's willin' and the creek don't rise, we would have electricity. Nah, need to go on vacation somewhere warm. I do love flying, but a few years ago I had like the worst flying experience. Like the turbulence was the worst, and then that in conjunction with the flight attendants' faces, you know, when you look at them and like try to read them like you're an FBI behavioral analysis, and they're some suspect in a murder spree known as the platypus murders or something equally stupid. And you're like, yeah. So I thought, this is it. The jig is up. And in my last moments, I did want some human contact, so put out my hand to the young man sitting next to me, and he physically recoiled. And I was so mortified, I was ready to nosedive into Lake Michigan myself. And speaking of aviation disasters, stay with me here. Isn't it the worst when you ask someone casually how it's going, and they just like list off a litany of complaints? They're like, traffic was murder, the cat's kidney function's not looking too hot, and as if it couldn't get any worse, they still haven't found that Malaysian jet. Like, ever heard of lying? I lie to myself, strangers, loved ones all the time about how I'm feeling. It's great. They say my generation has phone anxiety. You would too if one night in college your drunken mother called you up and just sobbing and repeatedly asking, what are we going to do about Syria? What's this weed business, Zero Dark Slurry? Like, I get it though. When I'm drunk, I only really have two types. One where I want to go to bed right away, and one where I want to start home improvement projects that involve power tools. Does anyone else think that the people that become sober, like, are the ones that should, like, probably, like, say the least on it? Like, they drop it, like, at the drop of a hat covered in baby oil. They're like, well, it's like, well, at least rampant drug and alcohol use would, like, a little bit assuage, like, your fucking unhinged behavior right now. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.